The average wedding guest last year spent $888 per wedding. According to a recent study, for those in the wedding party, those costs soared to over $1,000 once you pull together all the related expenses like wedding clothes, transportation, hotel, gifts. You may be spending a lot more as a wedding guest than you think. For the finance guru, what is the proper wedding gift? Should the wedding participants hold costs down or tell guests how much a proper gift is?
You may be honored to be invited to a wedding, King, but it's going to cost you, right? There's no free lunches here. So the question is how much a wedding is going to cost you as a guest, and that, of course, depends on a number of factors. So if it's someone that you're close to, or it's a family member, of course, or in the wedding party, you're going to give more of a gift. I don't know where you got that number from, the $888 per wedding. I don't know if that was an annual number, but I did a little research on this, and I was looking at the high average gift based upon all the states was $245 per person, and that was for Vermont. So, and the low average was Arkansas at $73. So the national average for a wedding gift per person turned out to be $160 per person. That was based upon the tender website for 2016. Then you have to factor in different parts of the country give more or less. Also factoring in a gift or cash. Northeastern part of the United States tend to give wedding gifts in terms of cash. The South and the West usually can give a gift from a registry. So the problem that you have here overall is it's stressful in terms of figuring out what the right gift is. You know, the couple getting married track it. So, you know, you look at this and say, what is the right thing to do? And then on top of that, what happens to a lot of young people, everybody's getting married around the same time. So you end up getting crushed with all these weddings, and you have a tendency to be in the wedding parties. Then what happens? You being young, you don't quite have enough money for all these things, so it becomes very, very difficult. Look, the bottom line is this: you give what you can afford, and if you can't afford it, consider not going to the wedding and giving less of a gift. And by the way, again, with my wealthy clients, what they have a tendency to do is actually say no gifts. They'll select a charity, and they'll direct you to say, in lieu of giving any wedding gifts, please donate to this charity instead. And how about this idea that I also saw recently? Crowdfunding, where the couple will set up an account in something like, let's say, honeyfund.com, and that's a way for couples to say, look, we'd rather have cash than a gift, and we're looking to spend that cash on a honeymoon or a potential down payment on a house. So, again, we go back to, as the guest, you give what you could afford to give. There is no reason to go into debt having to give a wedding gift.
The last wedding I gave old tapes of the radio show. I don't think they were very happy, but what are you going to do?
To me, King, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
That's what I said. But the mother-in-law gave me dirty looks. I wasn't sure if that was right. I know we're almost finished, but I have to ask you, because we're on the same topic here. When you're about to get married, you're combining assets, means you're taking the relationship to the next level.